still sticking with comfort food. Today we're going to do something quick and easy, and we're going to use the pasta that we got in our food bag. In our food bank bag we got spaghetti. And so we're going to do pasta, and I'm going to add wild salmon, which I got on sale at grocery outlet. But you can fix this with all the ingredients out of the food bank, and then you add whatever meat you want. So this could be just a regular pasta cheese dish. So we'll start off with the pasta, and I just want to show you. Some of us received this pasta, and this was a unique one. I haven't tried this one. This is a rigatoni, but I don't know this brand, but it looks kind of nice. And then we also got spaghetti in our food bank, and then I just picked up this, which is egg-based pasta, made in Italy, and this was on sale at grocery outlet. So I just picked it up. I'm thinking it's kind of a little thinner than a fettuccine, so and it's egg. So I'm gonna use this to make our pasta. So we'll do pasta and put a little half and half. And a little bit of butter that we received in our food bank bag. And what else? So we're going to keep this real simple. Pasta is so easy and simple. And then we have some parsley, that organic parsley that I had left over from the farmer's market. And just a little bit of basil. You know, basil goes bad so quickly. But I'm going to garnish it with basil at the end. Let's see. Oh! And definitely, if you all recall, that big thing of cheese, of the mixed cheeses that we got in our food bank bag, and I showed you how to put in the freezer and then just defrost it as you need. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this cheese on there to make it a little creamy. So we're using everything from our food bank bag, and then I'm going to put fresh nutmeg, and you can use ground nutmeg or not use it at all, but I really like how that is with this pasta. I like putting it in pasta. And then a lemon pepper. I also love that in this particular pasta dish. And then, of course, ground black pepper. And the pink Himalayan salt. And then, of course, I'm going to put in a few red flakes. And what do we call these? PFs, pepper flakes, because I put on everything. So we're going to do a little PF. All right? And I think that's it. Mise en place, mise en place. So this is the pasta I'm going to use it. And then, so now I'll start with, I'm going to wash the wild salmon really well. And this has the skin on it. I'm going to keep the skin on, but I'm going to descale it again. And we'll go do that. And as I'm doing that, I'm boiling the water to put the pasta in. This is going to go very quickly. And these are all our ingredients. And you can add spinach to this. I had a little spinach, but I didn't want to. But you can add spinach, you can add broccoli, anything to this pasta dish, okay? All right, back at the stove. See you in a minute. I'm going to, I found some thyme, so I'll be putting thyme also in when thyme and rosemary, and I really just picked up this rosemary. So I'll do rosemary, take that out. We'll do rosemary and thyme, and I think what I'm going to do is take the half and half, and I'm going to poach the salmon. And then use that to add to the pasta. I think it's going to be really great. And so, of course, I have to have a little bit of that smoky, woodsy flavor. So I'll probably just do one strip of the uncured bacon. If you can't find this, because I just really like this particular brand, just be sure to get uncured. And even if you don't get uncured, just make sure no nitrates and no nitrite. And then what's the other thing? There's another, and no MSG, because that is something that if you have diabetes or high blood pressure, it's not good for you. So I'll just do one strip of this. I'll brown the bacon and then add in the cream to poach the salmon. I just want to let you know that. And then I'll poach the salmon with the rosemary and the thyme. It's going to be really, really great. All right. Okay, now let me go prepare the salmon. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back. While our water is boiling, I just cleaned the fish. While our water is boiling, I'm heating up the skillet, and we're going to start preparing basically our sauce. We're going to do everything in here and then toss the pasta in. This, to me, is key. So I'm going to start off with the Applewood non-cured bacon. And I really just want little pieces. Now, of course, you can just cut this, but because it's meat, it's less cleanup. And less chance of cross-contamination. I still want to keep the drippings, and then we'll just put the bacon aside. Okay, our pan still has the drippings from the bacon, and it's cooled off a little bit, and we have our beautifully, see, I washed that really well. Make sure to wash your fish really well and smell it. And I took the rest of the scales off. It was already descaled, but I did more. And then I trimmed off the ends because they're going to cook a little faster, and I'll put those in just for flavor. Alright, here we go. Turning the heat on high now. I'm going to start with my half and half. So now we're preparing to poach the salmon. Let that warm through a little bit. And put a little bit of butter. And we're going to put that rosemary, kind of crunch it a little bit to get that, all those oils. And we're going to add in thyme. And that's going to flavor our half and half while we begin poaching. Now we put in our salmon, and we'll put that skin down. And this is going to be very fast. I'll turn the heat down a little bit more. That's bubbling. I don't want that to happen. And we're basically going to just, can you see? I'm just bathing it. I'm bathing it in the half and half. A little bit of butter. Right now I think I'm going to put a little bit of the lemon pepper, because I really want that infused into the salmon. I have the temperature on medium now, in literally 3 minutes. Turn it up just a little bit. And I'm going to take this out now because it's going to cook a little bit more, just a little bit. I'll put it in at the very end of the pasta. So I want to make sure that I like my salmon to be a little pink in the middle. But of course, if you like it well done, you just get it all the way done and then just toss it into the pasta later, anticipating it's going to cook a little bit more. So turn down the heat. And there's our poached salmon that we're going to put back on. And let's put the herbs back in. And we'll put this aside and we'll add that in when we toss in the pasta. It'll be very quick. It's going to be very, very quick for now. Now we're going to bring our water to boil. So the water's boiling and I'm doing egg tagliatelle. So I'm doing egg tagliatelle. Egg tagliatelle. I can't believe I don't pronounce it properly because I actually had a woman come from Italy and teach a group of us and my friend Sheila how to make this from scratch. So maybe I'll refer to that.
And then you roll it out. And so the easiest thing is to make tagliatelle because the verb to cut is tagliare. So tagliatelle, tagliolina is just a version of the verb cut. Yeah, pronounced tagliatelle. not tagliatelle. Tagliatelle.
Probably when it says tagliatelle, I'm one of those
Hey, even Jamie Oliver calls them tagliatelle.
Oh, I see.
And I love him. And I love him.
Ragù, so tagliatelle.
Okay. Okay.
But this always reminds me of that, but of course that was done fresh. So, and it's infused with black truffle, which I love truffle, you know, I love it. But anyway, you can do this with regular spaghetti, is what I'm anticipating you'll do, alright? Okay, so first thing we'll do is put a little pinch of salt, maybe 2 pinches of salt. This is the only opportunity to season the pasta. And this is 8 ounces. I'm going to put the whole thing in. I'm going to just put the whole in there, like these little nests, which to me it's imported from Italy, probably really good. Tagliatelle. Tagliatelle. With black truffle. Never have enough pasta, so we're going to bring that back to a boil. Looks like it's coming to a boil pretty quickly. Even though this is hard pasta, it's handmade, and really it cooks in minutes. The same thing with your spaghetti. You can do it al dente because it's going to cook more in the sauce. So don't cook it all the way through. Alright? Alright, we're going to come back and start prepping the sauce to put this right in once it's done. Alright. Okay, we are now preparing, this is the rest of the cream that was left after we did the salmon. We're going to put a little more cream into that. We're going to put a little more of that butter. And Himalayan salt. A little more of the lemon pepper. Regular black pepper. Turn the heat down. And you know our wonderful nutmeg, our fresh nutmeg. You know I love it so much, the nutmeg. I think it's so beautiful. Anyway, we're going to put that directly in the sauce. Mmm, smells so good. Okay, let's see this. We're gonna add our bacon. Our sauce is just about ready for our pasta. Turn that way down. I'm going to take out the thyme. That was just to get the flavor with the poached salmon and the flavor in the cream sauce. Take the rosemary out. Pasta once again. It is ready. Turn it off. It's perfectly al dente. And literally, you guys, all I'm going to do is take this straight out of the water. I'm not draining it, or I'm not straining it, I'm just literally taking it right out of the pot of water. Literally right out of the pot of water. Pasta right in there. Now I've got the heat on low because I really just want the sauce to Mary. Y'all. Looks so good. And this is when we'll put the cheese in. And see, this is our cheese for our food bank bag. I know it looked overwhelming, but I'm telling you, when you put stuff like this in the freezer, this is way back in September, it's so good value that you don't have to go out and buy it. It's right there in your freezer. I know it's overwhelming sometimes when we get such large quantities, but you know what I say, freezer's your friend. Freezer's your friend. I have a decision to make. I think do I flake the salmon in there, or do I plate it and then put salmon on top? It's so good. I think I want just a little bit more. Turning it off completely. A little more of the nutmeg. Also, let's do the lemon now. And we'll also plate it with the lemon. Alright. Oh, that smells so good and delicious. Just a little basil and a little parsley. I can just put a little more cream in just to get it a little more liquidy. See how quickly it absorbs when it's al dente like that, and you don't drain it. Not saying that if you drain it, you can drain it and be careful with the hot water, but I like taking it straight from the pot, because then it really sucks up all the sauce. Alright, it's time to plate, it's time to plate. Here it is. And y'all, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I am going to actually do a combination of both. Set this here, and I'm going to take the salmon we poached early, and I'm going to take this in right here, and I think I'm going to just flake it, yeah, just flake it. Flake it, right there. We got a little bit of salmon in there. It'll cook a little bit more, those rare pieces. Alright, now it's time to plate. Oh, does that look good or what? Okay, one more, just a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A bit of black pepper. A little bit of lemon zest. And then of course, this is the last of the basil. A little bit of rosemary there. And then I think just on the side, I think think I've decided. I'll put a little piece of that salmon, that poached salmon, just a little bit on the side. And a little bit of that thyme. And my gosh. And there we have it. Wild salmon pasta with the cream sauce, nutmeg, little lemon pepper, salt, pepper, fresh nutmeg, and you see the lemon zest. Poach the salmon, toss that in there, and it's actually a side of poached salmon. And then also the pasta, which is tagliatelle. It's an egg pasta. It's a little thinner than fettuccine, but this is infused with black truffle oil. Oh, I know what we can do, y'all. We're gonna finish this off. Oh my God, I forgot. Why don't we finish it off with a little bit of my truffle? This is Blanca truffles. This is white truffle. The pasta is black truffle. I'm not overdoing it, but we'll drizzle a little bit of the olive oil that's infused with white truffle. Look at us. Oh, like we're in Italy and everything. Bit of the truffle oil in there. And voila. Voila, voila, voila. Man, a little basil, a little thyme and rosemary in the sauce, and half, a little butter. Oh my goodness, y'all. And we get pasta from the food bank. So you can use whatever pasta you get. Usually spaghetti, it works perfect. All right, y'all. All right. You know what's about to happen. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Now this pasta is from Italy, imported from Italy. So let's get, oh, it smells so good, y'all. It smells so good. Let me get a little bit of that salmon on there. Come on, salmon. Come on, salmon. There it is. A little bit of basil. All right, y'all. Okay, you know what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, here we go. The nutmeg. That light cheese that we added. Nutmeg, the rosemary, and the thyme. I can taste it all. And that salmon, that poached salmon. So good. The lemon zest, so good. So good. Bye, y'all. Love you. Stay safe. Eat well. Shelter in. Wear your mask. Call your therapist. Spread love. Spread kindness. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. So good. So good. Simple pasta and a cream sauce with the rosemary, thyme, a little nutmeg, lemon zest. What a great meal, y'all. Bye, bye. Love you. Love you. Bye, bye.